When you're able to set the tone on the ground running the ball, but then have a guy like Diontae who's winning the one-on-ones, then have a guy like George Pickens who can flip the field. I mean, we did all this without even targeting Pat Freiermuth. Just think about that. Like, that to me, man, you can see how difficult this offense can be, and it can still be a lot better. That's the other part. That's the beautiful part with this thing, man. But yeah, it's a good situation we got going on right now.
Couldn't believe Carolina didn't want to put J.C. Horn on Diontae, but I'm guess they're thinking,
that was
all
their
right,
thought. Yep.
if we put this dude that Deontay's cooking over on Pickens, they're just going to lob it up to Pickens every time.
So literally that, and look, you look at the George Pickens deep pass was on. I forget, was it Taylor? Whatever his last name.
Was it 28?
It was 28.
28. Whoever that was getting cooked.
Let me pull him up. What was his name? It was something Taylor. Was it Keith Taylor? That's who it was. 28. I was looking at the depth chart. I'm like, bro, I don't even see him, but he was the victim. He was the guy that they was targeting. Diontae, it's like, okay, they gonna keep putting him over here. Just keep firing him up. Keep firing him up. Yeah.
I said this earlier today. I don't know if you agree with me or not. I feel like that was the Diontae game.
No, it was.
Diontae's best game of his career.
It was. 10 targets, 10 catches, 98 yards. I wanted him to get a touchdown. I needed a gritty from him so bad.
The one he got the taunting for, I feel like he could have stayed up and maybe reached over the end zone.
I didn't think he was that close to the end zone. I thought
he wasn't. He would have.
Yeah, he would have had to make another. If he breaks that last tackle, I think he gets in.
He would have had to kept his balance a little bit more. And I thought he gave up. Not in a bad way or anything. Here he got the first down. He got what we needed,
bro. But he went crazy to even get it. Like, you see it, bro. He catches
That's the gift and the curse with
He
Diontae.
catches it. It's backwards. It's like, yo, it's 3rd and 6. You got 3 yards, and he makes 3 guys miss in a 2-yard box. Picks up the first, but then he's like, yo, I got to let you know I did it. Turns around and, goes pecker to pecker with him. Like, hey, man, just know it's me. And I'm like, dude, I love it. I can't.
That's
I
a
hate
soft
it, but
call.
I love
That's
it.
a
I'm like,
soft call.
I get why you're calling it, because they're trying. Remember that's their whole initiative. They don't want
Those are the new rules.
Yeah, they don't want the direct taunting. So it's like, yes, you were in violation, but I 100% understood it. And I even thought that Coach Tomlin did a good job of communicating that with him. You saw after that penalty, it was another situation where he caught the ball on a DB. I think it was a series or 2 later, and he's about to go at that DB doing the same thing. And Coach T kind of grabs and takes him off to the side. To me, man, I loved it because it shows his passion. It shows that he does hear the criticism. He does. How many times Diontae drops in all this other nonsense, right? Oh, he can't cut Diontae, right? And all the other stuff. And you can see how pissed off he played yesterday. But that's the version that when he plays like that, he's worth $18 million and then some. When he plays like that, that is a number 1 receiver. You saw that. It didn't matter what defense they implemented. You can't guard that when it's playing like that, because his short area quickness is too elite. And he can catch, as we saw yesterday as well. And when he's actually focusing on his fundamentals, that's what he's capable of. It's just the consistency part. But that was a beautiful performance by him, man. I thought his toughness was on display. I just thought that he played pissed off. He played like Steve Smith yesterday. When I was watching, that's all I kept thinking. I'm like, bro, this is how Steve Smith used to be out here. Steve Smith catch a 5-yard pass, he get up pissed off that you tackled him. He catch a 10-yard pass, he getting up first down, big boy, what's happening? And if you come over here and try to guard me, I might spit on you. Like, that's his energy, and I loved it. And I just thought Diontae played with that, man. And at times you got to play like that, man. So for him, man, big time salute to that man.
Did he ever drop in the Ravens game?
I don't know.
Back-to-back games, no drop?
I don't think he did. Yeah, I don't think he did.
How about the one, it was later in the game, 3rd and 14, when he caught that slant across the middle, did the spin move? I'm like, no, dude, you have the first down so easily. Why are you doing the stutter step spin move?
That you do it.
But then he was just on the money with his decisions yesterday.
Bro, every time he went to
all of his little backwards jukes and stuff, he hit 100%.
He hit you with the I'm like, oh, it works this week. Oh. Yeah. I liked it, man. I liked it a lot.
But one of the reasons I think this was his best game, even though statistically he's had better ones, over 100 yards, multiple touchdowns.
Right.
I feel like with all those games, those were more Ben games. Ben carried the offense. You know what I mean? It's more attributed to Ben.
In the sense of, yeah. You're right.
Ben carrying the team, Ben leading the comeback,
that's how
whatever
they
it
always
is.
spin it. They would, very true.
Whereas this one, this was just Diontae constantly getting open. Like he kept the feature.
The chains alive.
Focus. They couldn't stop him.
He kept the chains alive, man.
Whereas even with, and here's my other point too, with those other Diontae games, I'm sure if you look back at the box scores and stuff, another receiver is also having a good game too.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why, man, I think 10 for 10 with the catches, no drops, and even with the other Diontae big games, if you go back in time, sometimes those were sprinkled in with a drop or two as well, just because he was getting so many targets. One would slip or two would slip, but he would come back. And that's what we do like about Diontae, kind of that mental toughness and that attitude that you were talking about that was on display this game. But I hope we see more of this going forward because you're right. This is wide receiver number one material.
Yeah. And it was just, like I said, it was just good to see, man. And regardless of how anybody interpreted his comments about Mason Rudolph earlier in the week as if that meant he didn't like Mitch or however people wanted to spin all that.
Mitch right now.
However people wanted to spin it, however they wanted to spin it, I think this just shows that it's not always what people try to make it out to be. Okay, sometimes it's just, man, competitors talking, and after that, we get back on the same train because we all trying to do the same thing, and that's win and make a ton of money, man. So, yeah, it was just good to see that, man. It was good to see it. That corner says DraftKings Sportsbook. Yeah, no, America's top-rated sportsbooking app. And, ladies and gentlemen, they are the best in the business, man, in terms of same-game parlays, in terms of just being able to make a player prop bet. You know, things like that. Having the flexibility to get paid on time. Who doesn't want to get paid on time? And at the same time, man, just being able to have versatility to look and just combine, whether it's, like I said, the same game parlay or multiple game parlays, just anything that you're looking for. This is a beautiful site, and that's
player
why we
props.
do. That's the one. Prayer. I was like, yo, what's the other one? The player prop one. Shout out to my dog Deke as well.
Futures.
You can't
want
go
to
wrong
bet
with
on
the futures
the MVP
either, man.
award, offensive player of the year, all that stuff.
And more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we got the promo code. And that promo code is MOST. So when you download the app and you make your first wager, when you put in as simple as $5 and use the promo code MOST, you will receive $200 in free bets instantly. That's what we call DraftKings deposit bonus money right there. Who doesn't love a little deposit bonus money? It's a good situation. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But we also understand that at times, man, you could overdo it. You could definitely overdo it. I've overdone it at times, Deke. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Sometimes I get a little chaotic, man. And when that happens, you know, that's what we like to call maybe a gambling problem. Or maybe that person might be in a crisis and they need some counseling. Or maybe they just simply need referral services. And if that person lives in New York, which, you know, I'm very fond of that part of the country, New York, it's a number up there that you can call or text. But if you're located anywhere else, the number you should dial is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER.